quick project is trying to figure out what happens to my sander. A little bit of the backstory. That blue color you see there is from painting the car. I use this to wet sand the primer, and as you use a wet sander, this works, the paper works, the emery works, but water got in and the bearing stopped. So eventually it frees up, it refused to start. I opened it, free up the bearing, put some WD-40, it all worked again. Just recently, 2 or 3 days ago, I was trying to sand some wood. In fact, I sanded this surface with this. It gets a little bit cleaner. Not like it's that much cleaner, but anyway. And the bearing shell. First time I thought it was just it hit something. Apparently, one ball fell out. And after that, I think more than one came out. I have a few of them here. Alright, this is just one of the that came out. So yes, there's a bearing on top as far as I remember, and one on the bottom. What I'm going to do is open it, see if the plastic is broken or if it's just the bearing, and determine if it could be repaired easily. If I cannot get a replacement bearing easily, it may just be easier for me to machine a brass bushing and put it in. So we'll see what happens. So yes, there was a bearing on the top and then the one below. I've already taken the screws out on the side. I think these two need to come out and this whole thing opens out. I've taken these out. So let me pull this out, open it, and we'll take another look. But I didn't take out the emery paper first, and I didn't really consider it, but really all I needed to do is take out the bottom plates, not take out the top plates. So there's 6 screws there, but 2 others to hold this to that, so just 4 had to come out, and I guess the 4 correct ones. And as we can see, this is the bearing here. That's the other side of the bearing there. It seems to be centric. That is what leads to the vibration, I assume, eccentric positioning. But that said, there are no balls here. This is one side of the bearing housing, and this is the other. And well, there's pieces coming out. So yeah, no good, no balls, nothing left in here. I don't know where the rest went, because clearly I recovered 3. So clearly there's much more than 3 in here. I'm gonna have to take this out and let's see what we can do with it. Let me put back the rest of this thing together. Just a quick look at the top again. Nothing much to be seen, and then just a motor inside there. Universal motor it looks like. So I'm seeing a rotor and 2 coils. So yeah, seems to just a universal motor. Let me see if I can push this back together. Screw back up the top and then start dealing with the bottom. Came out without much effort. It was surprising how easy it came out. I didn't think it's not press fit actually. It's just barely snug fitting. What's weird is, look at this, it's now warped. This is a perfectly flat surface just before. All I've done is taken off the foam with an extremely thin aluminum layer on it with those 2 screws, and then taking it off this. I can't understand why it's warped. It's completely warped and it continues to warp. So I'm going to try screwing back on that. Not that I expect that to work. And worst case scenario, maybe I put it back onto this and work with this bearing itself. See if a replacement is easy enough to find locally, but maybe what I do is just put this in the lid, surface the inside a little bit so I can get a press fit, or just leave it just so. Take a press fit. That is the internal. This has the exact shaft diameter, or maybe I just surface this and press this into the brass. So press into the brass. What I really need is a piece of brass that fits between that and that, but I don't have any hollow brass, so it's going to be solid stuff. So yeah, maybe I just drill it out on board, or maybe I just, I don't know, we'll see. It might be easier to drill out on board, but I can take the measurements from this, that will be correct, and the measurements from this if I wanted to. You believe it, some stupid device I opened somewhere along the line kept this shaft with 2 bearings on it. Turns out this bearing is exactly the same size. If you look at it from this way, that way, and if you look at the internal, it's pretty much exactly the same size. So I don't need to go machine anything, I don't need to go hunting. Let me just slip this one in and see if it works. Looking a little further, it turns out these are Japanese bearings and these were Chinese. Obviously, down to a price point when they're making these things. So theoretically, better bearings, even though they may be used. So let me see, does it work? Yep. here as the wood before. We're getting the dust. So yeah, it's sanding.